Hey everybody, getting ready to roast some tomatoes, make a little quick instant sauce for some gnocchi, and I'll show you how it turns out. Bye. Alright, got the tomatoes in the oven roasting. That's going, gonna dice up a little onion here, always cut off the end, not the hair end, the other end. Peel this first layer off. Yeah, I know. Should have had this prepared. Alright. Then just slice through just the way I always do it. And chop up the onion. This is for the homemade sauce we're gonna make for the gnocchi. All right, and the best way to do garlic, get your whole garlic piece, smash it, then you can peel the skin right off, and then you can chop them up. It's the easiest way to do any garlic. Just give it a little smash. It's good to go. All right. We'll be back in a minute. After we get the tomatoes out, we're going to put them in the blender and blend them up, throw them in here, and make some sauce. Virgin olive oil in the pan. Always do the onions first. Let them cook for a minute or two before you put the garlic in, because the garlic doesn't take as long to cook. Add in there a little salt and pepper. Turn that down a little bit. Good.
Why does it kind of smell good?
It does. You cook onions on the high without burning them, but you gotta just keep them moving. They cook fast like this, but you gotta keep them moving. You can't just put them in and walk away. Gotta keep them moving. All right. Now we'll throw the garlic in. Bit. Take that off the heat for a second. So we don't overdo it, and then have the tomatoes ready. Whew, hot. All right, here are the roasted tomatoes. Pull out of the oven. We'll be back in a minute. All right, after you pull the tomatoes out of the oven, they're roasted. Peel the skin right off. Whew. Sucker's a little hot. Then throwing them in the blender. Just blend these up. Don't have to do a super huge blend, just a little. This is a homemade sauce, so it doesn't need to be super pureed or anything. Hope there's enough salt for this sauce. Pour that in there. All right, we'll let that cook for a few. A little salt, pepper, a little onion powder, garlic powder, some basil, rosemary, A little thyme. Should have had all this out to start with. A little tarragon. And the parsley.
That's it.
That's it. Alright. Now we'll let this cook up for a little bit. I got some frozen veggies. We're going to put those in the steamer. Let those cook. Okay. Got the water boiling, so it's time to put the gnocchi in. Takes about 6-8 minutes. This is easy to do. When they float, they're done. You pull it out, throw it right in the sauce. We'll show you in a minute. All right, got the gnocchi. It's floating. So when that's done, just pull them out, drain them, just throw them right in the sauce. Then stir them around, flip them around, and let them cook for a couple minutes in the sauce. Make sure you drain a good bit of the water out so your sauce doesn't thin out, so your sauce stays nice and thick. So, all right, all the gnocchi's in the sauce. Just stir it around a little bit. We'll let it just cook in here for a little bit, and for a couple minutes, then we'll plate. Got some mixed vegetables. Gonna make some garlic toast. We'll be good to go. All right, here it is plated up. I like putting sprinkling just a little mozzarella on mine and a little Parmesan. Actually, Parmigiano Romano. So, and we're gonna eat.